elevator music.
Well, no, we need a cool intro is what we really need, but we need Marvin to
Yeah.
do that. So, all right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Todd Kelly, writer, creator of What Do I Do? Project Titans, Atlas Rising, Sheldor the Defender, and a bunch of other cool titles. I am here today, and we are doing a very special edition. In fact, the guest of honor just joined us, so we're going to add him in real fast. And
Sorry
boom,
about
there he
that.
is. He's late.
Late to his own show.
Oh, good. We were just started doing intros, so all is good with the world. But I'm going to let everybody else kind of introduce themselves real fast. So I'm going to pass it over to Glenn and Renee first.
All right. My name is Glenn, and
I'm Renee.
we are the Quest for Dollar Comics on Instagram, and we are vendors of predominantly comic books. Big shock. And we really do try to focus on those deals and sell as much as we can for $1 a piece. Been a comic book fan for a very long time. You lapsed, but now you're back into it big time, as you can see. So yeah, that's what we're about.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us tonight on the 11th hour. And then Stephanie, introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I am the owner of Emily's Marbles, and I am also the social media PR for Brick City Comic and Toy Show. So if you're getting in contact with anybody on Facebook as well as Instagram, it's definitely you're talking to me. Unless it's an emergency, then it's Austin.
It's not Austin. We know it.
Someone's talking to me.
It's not. All right. Well, I guess we have to let Austin introduce himself. So,
Hi guys, I'm Austin Berger. I am the owner of Brick City Comic and Toy Show, as well as Vibranium Comics. I'm running late as per usual because 1,000 things happen at once, but I made it only with a few minutes after the hour. But I'm here, so
buddy, we had just hit go live.
Better
You
late
really
than
like,
never.
yeah, you were pretty on point.
good. You have no idea what I had to struggle to get through traffic for. You would think everybody would be asleep by now around me, but apparently not.
I believe it. All right, Nick, go for it.
Oh, welcome to night number 2. 2 in 1 week. That's a rarity for us.
Yeah.
Self-diagnosed pop culture connoisseur, and Todd's person that keeps him going and makes sure he stays on time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everywhere.
Buddy, I'm thinking my beard is finally a little longer than yours. I'm
From this angle, definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm getting there.
A little bit.
We're gonna have to figure this out. So, all right, cool. Well, so we are here on this Thursday edition of the show because we are ready to hype the Brick City show on Saturday. It's Brick City Toy and Comic and Toy. What's the right one though? I don't mess it up every time.
Comic and Toy Show.
Brick City Comic and Toy Show. All right, so this is gonna be Saturday.
You're good. You're good. I'm also trying to do other things.
You're good. So it'll be Saturday, July 1st. We are beyond excited to do this, and we wanted to sit down and talk to Austin, who's going to be a vendor, but also runs the show, and then also Glenn and Renee and Stephanie, who are also going to be vendors out there. We're going to be vending there as well. We're going to be doing something new and unique that we haven't done before, so it's going to be really fun and absolutely crazy. So Austin, man, do you want to tell us, and Austin and Stephanie, just kind of tell us a little bit about either the history of the show or what kind of brought it together? Kind of just give us a rundown of how it came together.
So originally I was not the owner. This is the first year I'm actually going to be solo owning it. Last year was the first time I had taken over the ownership along with Tom, the con father himself.
Shout out to Tom.
Tom is a great guy. He has produced many different cons throughout Florida and has traveled all over the United States for conventions. Really great guy. But he came to me right before COVID had started and said he was going to sell the event off. And he gave me the option to do so, and I immediately jumped all over it. Nice. But previously to that, it had been going on for about 3-4 years, but then COVID threw everything off a little bit there, and it went on break for a bit, but we eventually came back, and now we're doing strong as ever with good events going on. Yeah. So technically it would be the 5th or 6th year, but with COVID, it's up in the air for how long the event has actually been going on. But so we do a bunch of different comics. We've been trying to focus towards that. A lot of different vendors for that, as well as toys and a little bit of miscellaneous stuff all over the place. So I have been trying to basically diversify as much as I can. But as a comic show, I have to have a large variety of more comics at least, and then diversified from there on out.
Yeah.
We've had our lovely guests here, both Glenn and I never remember your name or how to pronounce that.
It's on the screen.
I know, but I can't read. I just want you to know I'm really bad at reading.
You own a comic
Renee?
book store. You own
You think when I read the names, I go Peter Parker constantly? No, I don't read that. Who's John Kent? I don't know who that is.
Long as you save me all your screws, we're okay.
I try. Sometimes I try. I give you guys the best deals I can. But
Yeah.
we've had many different variety of comic book people show up. In truth, I don't even know Windu Comics' real name. I just call him Windu. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't. If you guys ever met Windu from Windu Comics, I don't remember his real name. I just know him as Windu Comics because he goes like, "Yeah, I'm Windu," and I go, "Okay, that's what I'm gonna go with."
If that's how he introduced himself, it's all good. But no, I feel you though. I met the guy who owns Dandy's Candies in Tampa last year, and
is his real name Dandy?
I have no idea, but that's just what I call him. That's what I just call him Dandy, and he rolls with it, and he's super nice, and he always gives me weird candy. But he does.
Does he drive a marked white van?
Oddly enough, he might. Who knows? But yeah, so.
Well, if we don't see you again, we'll know why.
Yeah, it was Dandy. So yeah.
If we don't see him, our next podcast is gonna be pretty somber.
Might be better. We'll see what happens. But no, man. That's cool. So you took it over from Tom. So you're running this, and again, like you've got a great list of vendors. Obviously, your best three are here.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Hell yeah.
We also agreed, right?
Yeah. But very cool. So, all right. So now, Stephanie, you've been assisting, with again anything and everything to help make the show better. How did you come on board?
So it's interesting. So I went to Austin. I'm like, hey, do you need help with anything? And him being Austin, he's always going to say no. And then I started pointing things out. Yeah. I'm like, are you sure? It kind of looks like you're slacking on the little social media end. And then eventually he caved. He's like, fine, here, please. So I've just been helping.
One message. It was several. Okay.
It's like lengthy conversation. But basically, I've been taking care of all the social media. I've been making sure that the marketing is consistent on Facebook over the last month. I think I started like the beginning of June. So if you go back on the Facebook page, you will see more consistent posts as soon as I joined.
I'd be dead without her.
For Instagram, I actually just started the account within the last week. So it's been a little bit of a slow start. But we are slowly building both accounts as best as we can. And with everything that's been going on, with sharing on our page, the main Facebook page, which is the Brick City Comic and Toy Show Facebook page, as well as sharing to groups and then everybody else sharing. We're getting a little bit of a buzz, which is awesome. I've been noticing, I don't know if this is the hand by Austin or if it's just by chance, but I'm noticing other people actually covering Brick City also just through different articles or just little write-ups. And it's really cool to see because it's like this is actually happening. I mean, I'm not an event coordinator. That's all Austin. I am better behind the computer sometimes. So it's
some of it's just pure chance. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I believe that.
They're very inconsistent about what they want to do. What they want to share, and all of a sudden they go, "Here's this huge post," and I went, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah. So I think the Facebook page is called Things to Do in Ocala. I think that's one of the prominent ones that mainly anyone that lives in Ocala goes to, and they've shared our post as well. I think Florida Convention Scene, which is a website, also covered Brick City, which has been fantastic. So little by little, everyone's knowing about Ocala, and I'm over here in Orlando, so it's really cool to see just over time the community just coming together and just saying, "Hey, this is happening one day. You don't want to miss it." And it also helps that we have Mark Thompson as one of our guests. And everyone, I feel like everyone in Ocala is like Pokemon crazy. So the fact that we have a really awesome guest that does Pokemon voice acting, it definitely helps the cause as well. So hopefully we get the crowd that the show deserves, and we just everybody makes money, everybody has fun, everybody has good memories. It is a family friendly event, so I hope to see as many parents and kids. I want to hear stories of my first event was Brick City Comic and Toy Show. That's what I want to hear. So
there you go. That's cool.
hopefully.
Respect. Well, I'll say Mark did he did a really cool video.
He did
I
a
saw
couple actually,
where he was like talking to himself about
Yeah.
having to like save and do a signature for somebody at like one of the shows, and like he listed all the shows. He listed the Brick City one. I thought that was hilarious. I was just like, wow, that's really cool. Like
He is a comedic genius. I like to think. I think he is looking for Tommy Turner or Turner,
yeah,
and not Timmy Turner. Tommy Turner, I think, or something.
Okay.
So I would absolutely. Yeah. Well, I would love to see somebody wear a T-shirt that says "I am Timmy Turner" or Tommy Turner, whoever he's looking for, and he can be like, "I have found you."
That would be pretty cool. But yeah, that was a really cool one. So no, I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be awesome. Again, I obviously I'm partial to all these vendors here, but there's going to be some great people there, and we'll probably list them off at some point. So we'll see. So next, just Glenn and Renee, how did you guys come across the show?
Across Brick City?
Yeah.
That was really a matter of just when I moved to Citrus County,
Okay.
I started looking for shops that were close to me. I was from Pasco, so that wasn't really going to work. So I started hitting up shops in Ocala, and we ended up at Austin's shop, and it was kind of like the way that he sold his books and the types of stuff that he sold fit our interests like to a T. And the vibe of the store was very chill. He was very friendly. I did witness him yell at people. So I saw
people
that
like that
today.
He does that.
And there was glee on his face when he did it, because it's like, no one can tell me what to do. I'm in charge. It's like but yeah, it was just a really cool vibe. And one of the biggest things is that he helped us get what we wanted at the right price, and the deals were always great, and he knew what we were looking for, and he kind of leaned that way for us. So it was very personalized service too. And this isn't trying to be a commercial for Vibranium by any means, but
I'm okay with it.
It was, but what it did is it allowed us, I think, to feel comfortable when we knew there was a show coming up that he was actually running, to say, you know what, we're going to give this a shot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Try this out and see how this goes.
Exactly. And I think the first one we did was the one at the Paddock Mall.
Yes.
Yeah, I did that one.
I missed those shows.
Yeah. The old school mall show, I mean, I did those in the 80s and 90s. I remember going there with my allowance and well, yeah. Anyway, so but those were great shows, and you could get tons of great stuff. So setting up at that was actually very nostalgic for me. And then we did another show, and I'm trying to remember where it was. We did a second show with you. And I don't remember where it was.
I did 2 mall shows, one in Ocala and the other one in Citrus County, over at the Christopher Mall. And
which we went and shopped at that. But
yeah, you went and shopped at that one.
Yeah, but I don't think we participated as vendors.
Obviously, misremembering. I thought there was another one. Or it could have just been that we've been to so many shows where you've been set up, where we just keep running into each other and that sort of thing. So when this opportunity came up, I was like, wow, you're running the show now? You're owning this? And then that's how I started to know Tom a little better too. I was like, wow, the big boy pants are on. This is like legit. This is pretty cool. I want to get in on the ground floor. You said COVID, it's like kind of put the pause button on it as far as how long the show has been going on. And this is kind of like the reboot. This is like the new 52 version.
Yeah. The Batman New
Absolutely.
52. The Batman New 52, not the other one. Not any of the other titles.
Maybe we'll do but I I'm excited. I'm excited to get in on the ground floor or something like this because we were talking about it before you got here. That this is going to grow, and this could be the next big thing. You know, Stephanie, you talked about Orlando, seeing what goes on there, and this could be something that really could rival, or at least be a great complement to what's happening there.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, guys.
Absolutely. You didn't know we
Pat
actually.
yourselves in the back. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to get on to the negative portion of the show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
We're not going to do that.
Where's my list?
I'm ready.
We're gonna keep things nice and positive and friendly. So very cool. So that being said, so let's kick it back over to Stephanie real quick. So as you know, obviously you've been helping with the setup and promoting the show, but you're also going to be vending at the show. So what is it you're going to be vending? There.
Sure. So Emily's Marbles has been running since 2018. My name is not Emily, so people always confuse it when I let them know I'm actually not. I'm Stephanie. So I named the company after my daughter. So I have 2 kids. My oldest is Emily, and she was my inspiration for starting the whole thing. So a little bit more background. Let's go back a little bit of history. But I'm originally from Jersey.
Okay.
I was super active in the con scenes up in Jersey, as well as New York. I would always volunteer at conventions, but I didn't have my business quite yet. It wasn't until I actually moved to Ocala and had my little family of myself and my daughter that I had the idea, I know how to do this. I'm comfortable with pop culture. Up until recently, I used to read comics all the time. I'm heavy into video games, heavy into all the MCU, DC, just everything. And just because I already know how to sell, I already know how to talk to people, I already know the background of pop culture and how weird people can be, which is perfect. I just fell into it. I had a mentor, he helped me out, kind of gave me the do's and don'ts. And one thing that he always would remind me of is keep your morality when you're in this business. Try not to nickel and dime people. Keep in mind how much you are buying things for, and keep in mind who your audience is.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So with that said, I don't sell comic books. Not at all. Nope, that's not my thing. I am solely pop culture apparel, pop culture accessories with the occasional toys. So at every show I'm set up at, I always have a full table of men's shirts. Unfortunately, guys' stuff just sells a little bit more. I do occasionally have women's stuff, but realistically, women wear guy stuff also. So it's it works both ways for me. And for this show, I've actually tried to figure out my pricing because I always stay at a $15 price mark at shows. Now on the website, all my t-shirts are $20 and everything else kind of varies. But at shows, I'm always $15, and I will occasionally have a sale going on. And anyone who is watching this right now, sticker sale, $5 shirts. Any shirt that has Emily's Marbles sticker on it is absolutely $5. Nothing's wrong with it. I just have too much. So yeah, just sticking with what with the whole morality thing. I try to keep everything priced well. I don't like making it seem like I'm trying to cheat somebody. It's is just not my thing. And what also drove me to the community that I guess we're all connected to in Ocala is that we all kind of feel the same way. Like we want to make money, but we don't want to make it ripping people off. That's not within our community. That's not, I don't want to say that's not how we're raised because I'm sure some of us are raised differently, but like it's not in our blood. It's not the type of community that we want to continue. And for those of us that have kids, it's not the kind of community that we want them to see because, and not everybody is well off. Sometimes if you have like a pack of cards for like $1, $2, it will make a kid so happy.
Right.
And that's what I know a lot of us are in for, and that's definitely what I'm in for because it's an experience that we want to uphold it's respect that we want to uphold, and it's been a blessing that I've been able to do what I'm doing for so long, because when the pandemic hit,
Yeah.
there was also a pause. At the time, I was only selling face to face. I didn't have online sales.
Yeah.
So after the pandemic, I ended up getting a website, emily'smarbles.com, and now I have just as much stuff on the website as I do carry face to face at events.
Cool.
But so yeah, so that's the
Awesome.
history of Emily's Marbles. And so I actually met Austin um not so long after I moved to Ocala, but I didn't really keep contact because personally, I hated Ocala when I first moved there.
Oh, I
It
thought you were saying
was
you hated me.
I thought that's where she was going too. I was like, what?
It
Like,
is
okay, bring the
ridiculously
tea.
slow for like what I was used to at the time. Because like I said, I'm from Jersey, everything's fast paced.
Yeah,
But
you appeared
eventually,
around 2016, 17, right? Because it was back
mhm,
at the old Ocala Comic Con Hilton.
yes,
I
sir. It's
totally thought
where
you were stalking us.
no,
Because
not at
everywhere we
all.
go eat after the event, they were there, like knocking on the window, going, "Hey!" I'm like, going, "Who the hell are you?"
Accidental stalking happened all the time, and it still happens now.
Yeah,
So
I can't get away.
so yeah. So my life partner is actually my partner for the event also. He's been fantastic with everything. He's not into all this stuff in terms of business wise, but he is very heavy into the pop culture community. So it kind of helps to have him with me, because I know definitely for the show Saturday, if Austin needs me, and my partner will definitely be taking over.
I'll say no now, but in truth, I would probably
Oh
be.
yeah, no, I am anticipating it. Oh my God, you kidding me? I'm giving him like the rundown of all the prices, what goes where, making him study for this.
That's funny. Oh no, and you got to have that. I've worked many shows by myself. Worked many shows where Nick has been there, and we pretty much always do better when Nick's there helping. And I tend to at least just have a much better time when that happens. So,
That's because you usually leave him behind so you can walk around, and then he makes all the sales when I come over and visit and go, where did Todd go? And then he's like,
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah. Mhm. So fun times. So that being said, Nick will not be with me on Saturday, so
Oh,
it's not gonna be a good
He
show.
can't leave the table.
Yeah, we're gonna
He's gotta stay
struggle.
there.
Struggle. So all good. All right. So Glenn and Renee, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you guys kind of came to be, and what are you guys gonna be bringing to the show?
Well, so after we got together,
Yep.
Glenn had a bunch of stuff he had bought previously from a store that closed, and he was like, "I'm gonna do a live Instagram live," and kind of sold some stuff live, and I was kind of there, like pulling the stuff and putting it in the stacks of whoever claimed and helping him figure out who claimed what first, and that kind of got us started.
It was we found a rhythm pretty quick of, okay, well, I'm going to do this, you do that. And we realized that once we picked up the pieces and we knew what the order to do things, it's like, wow, this actually can go pretty smoothly. Mm-hmm. So maybe we should do this on a somewhat of a regular basis. And it was just before we got on here, I looked at the start date of my Instagram account, or our Instagram account for the sales. And it was 3 years ago this month.
Oh, that's cool.
This
Congrats.
month, year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So,
congrats.
So
really cool.
and we've been side by side with this the whole time. So it's gone from an occasional live sale where it's like, sell a few 50-cent, a few dollar books, to twice a week. People are jumping on each other trying to claim things, and it's been a ton of fun. It's the reason we're shooting here like this is literally the only spot in the house where we fit, because our house is flooded with books.
Yes, right. It's a disaster right now. There
are several boxes out there that came from your store, so just know that they are in good hands. And a lot of it is stuff that comes out. Like I said, this is part of my collection here. Some of it comes out of this collection, and we enjoy. Stephanie, you hit it on the head so many times with what you said about how you're running your business. and how the culture is in this area. And that's why we're like, yeah, CC, we agree, because there are books that we've seen stores sell for $5 or try to sell for $5, and Austin says that's a 50 cent, that's $1 book, and it's like that's exactly the kind of mindset we have too.
Right.
It's like, I'm not going to try to gouge you for every penny. We're going to make the money, and we're not trying. We both have day jobs. That's why we got to like go to bed in 20 minutes.
Same.
So,
Sleep?
yeah, we took it earlier.
Yeah, we did.
So, but it's a matter of, I lost where I was. I was thinking about sleep.
No. So we don't nickel and dime. So we try to price what we have fairly. You know, we're not going to put that highest price you're finding on. We're first of all, we're going to grade our books, and he always grades hard. I'll be like, oh, this is a good one, this is a good one, and then he'll take it and he'll be like, okay, there's a ding here, there's a ding here, this corner's blunted. So no, this isn't going to be that level. We're going to put it down to mid, and we're going to do it for this.
We try to be almost more fair to the customer than we are to ourselves, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. As far as what we're bringing to the show, because that was something that was asked too, is that we've got, as of right now, 8 boxes of dollar books. So there's probably about $2,500 books that we'll be bringing for people to dig through, plus another 8 short boxes of anything from $2 and up to $100. So that's probably our cap. We don't deal in crazy keys. We deal in deals. We deal in stuff that people want to read. We are not, we don't sell labs or anything like that. It's all about that ground level kind of, I'm in it for the enjoyment of the books themselves.
And our speciality kind of leans more toward that weird old indie stuff that other people just don't sell. People, this kind of stuff. This is what our Instagram page, this is what they want.
I think those were all mine at one point.
that very well could be true. So, we get it cheap in a big sale. We'll go, like, Austin has great holiday sales, so we...
I just realized, though, now he knows.
Now? Giving your secret away.
I knew already. I plot around them coming. I go, oh, yeah, this is a sale, guys. And I was like, did you guys hear about that?
But so we try to lean more toward that weird indie stuff that a lot of vendors don't care about.
They don't sell it. They don't know about it. They don't think it's interesting or popular because it's not one of the big 3. But there's so much great reading and amazing storytellers out there in that small press arena, and there always has been. And I found some incredible reads and just touching and hysterical and terrifying. And it's like, there's a whole nother library of stuff here that nobody's looking at. Mm-hmm. That's what we specialize in.
I love that. That's really cool. So
that is cool.
I think that's awesome, and I'm actually sad that I haven't run into you guys at a show yet. So I'm really excited for Saturday because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Very cheerful Saturday for you, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm going to have a blast. So it's all going to be good.
Nick won't be there. You're going to meet your heroes now.
Yeah, it's going to be good, man. I'm excited. So very cool, very cool. I think I'm excited. That's going to be a good setup. So Austin, you're going to be running the show, or are you going to have a table? Are you going to be vending?
We will have a miniature tables. So we had some mix-ups here and there, but I have a table all set up for everybody, for my booth and everybody else there. I actually at one point was going to have to sacrifice my table for somebody. Didn't happen, thankfully. But
many points that was going to happen.
Yes, I was like going, oh crap. But we were able to have a small little table for me, nothing like huge. I just want one little table. Yeah. I will probably be there once or twice, but majority of the time I'm making sure all the other vendors are good. Just like the mall events, you've been to a few of them. I'm always running around. I'm the network guy to make sure everything else is going smoothly and making sure my guest is happy. So that's kind of what I'm more focused on.
Just so you know, that is appreciated because we were counting and we've only done ever like 6 shows. We're just getting started in the show circuit. And the attention that you stopping by the table, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Everything okay? Do you need anything? Put our minds at ease and made it a lot more comfortable for us to be there. So we definitely appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Well, so a little background story for me. My parents own their own bike promotion company, so they've been doing events for, I think it was almost 30 years now. So I've got a lot of experience through that, thankfully. So I've always noticed what my parents do, and I've kind of just copied after that and pushed on and grown because of that. And then a few years ago, before I owned my business at Vibranium Comics, my dad got in a really severe motocross injury, and he was at one point going to possibly be paralyzed. Thankfully, they was able to fix all the thing up, got his spine all readjusted. But I was in charge of the business for a few major events that there, and they were running very well, thankfully. But my dad mocked and said, "Oh, I guess you don't need me anymore." And I think he was like,
Aw.
oh, I think he was thinking in his head like, "Oh, Austin's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna say no, we still need you." I go, "No, I guess not." I just went walking on, and he was like, "Oh," I go. Because he would call me every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, is it? I go, it's like, what did you expect it to happen? Like, I just started the event. It's driving me nuts. But thankfully, no, I was able to gain a lot of experience because of them. It's how I was able to gain my business experience as well. I just able to like watch them, how they did everything, look to them for advice. And I know it surprises a lot of people, but I have a good connection with my parents, both my mom and my dad. And I was able to learn a lot from them because of that. And it's really affected me on multiple different levels. And when you guys said it's like talking about deals with people, I've always geared all my product towards the customer base because in the end, I have to get rid of it. I'm not here to like keep this stuff. I don't want to keep half the stuff that I get. I go, I don't care about these books. There's a few books I go, oh, I want to keep this, and then I'll hide it aside, and then I'll forget about it, and someone I'll pull it out and go, oh, cool, and someone will be like, oh, can I buy that? I went, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I have noticed too at a bunch of different conventions when people go out and they look for the Marvel and DC, but a lot of the indie stuff and oddball stuff is overlooked half the time because they're looking for Star Wars or Batman. And when I look around, I look at everything. And so when people are asking about something, oh, this guy didn't have this, I go, well, that guy over there has it. And it's for a pretty good price. And like, you want to take it? I take him over there to different events. Even if it's not my event, I've done it to like multiple different events and done that just because I'm like, they're not going to spend money on me if I don't have the book, but they will. Right. And maybe the vendor will be like, oh, yeah, I have something for you. I go, cool, thank you.
Right.
So that's what I try to lean towards.
That's camaraderie.
Customer service, like 101.
Right.
I mean, that's what you do because that person will remember, hey, that guy was really cool. He didn't have what I needed, but instead of saying, oh, well, he showed me where I could get it. Next time I'm looking for something, I'm going to try him too because maybe he will have the thing I want.
Right. No, I agree, and it's it's funny you mention that because I think it wasn't last year, but maybe it was 2 years ago in Tampa. We had a situation where like there was this one guy frantically trying to find a book, and like we reached out to Austin. I'm like, hey, do you have it? And I don't even think it was something he actually had, but like he was like, no, but I can get it from so and so. And like we didn't even know the guy, but like Austin was just trying to help him out, just trying to take care of him. And
I think it was last year.
Was it last year? I
think it was last year.
They all blend together at this point. But it just, but again, it was very cool. And that's, how you run your business is very cool. We met you through doing, I think it was the Paddock Park.
You guys had first talking about that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I remember we got put in front of like
Macy's.
Macy's. Yeah, we got put in front of Macy's. And I was like, oh my God, this is going to be rough. And then we killed it. Like, it was great. So it's this point where Austin puts me in weird places, and I'm just like, all right, cool, I'll make it work. It's all good. I'm gonna.
The last year, you kind of bailed on me, or like I go to events and go, "Oh, Todd's gonna be there." I'm like, Todd, and he's just not there. And he goes, "How's the event going?" I go,
"Oh yeah." No, that was that Bold City one that they moved to the mall. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I you know what? I'm gonna see you. I'll see you next weekend too.
Infinity. Yeah.
Infinity. I forgot I signed up for that one. So.
Yeah, well,
I got the message and I went, who's the vendors? Oh, it's me.
Stephanie, help him.
I'm trying.
I have a calendar. I have a whole calendar and I missed that one. I don't think you understand. I thought I didn't book any booth like spots after this event because I was like, okay, at this point, I'm focusing on this. Yeah. And then everything started like popping up and I'm like, okay, I know I have other ones like September I'm safe for, but I had marked everything off. I thought it was set, and then all of a sudden I go, Oh no.
That's
I had
funny.
two worries. I had two worries this year. It was my event at Brick City, and the other one was the Alaska one that scared me more than anything. Because I would go, if this plane crashes, there's nothing below me.
Oh God, what a horrible thing to think of.
That's how my brain goes. Like, hey, guess what?
Right, but you said Alaska ended up being good, right?
Oh, it was the fantastic. No, the event was fantastic. It was the flight to there that scared me. So, because you would look out the window and go, okay, where's civilization?
I've been on that flight. I know what you're talking about.
It's just white. It's just white mountains, and you're just like, there's no one going to save you. I saw one road, and it was all I could tell was road because it got like cleared out once. And I go, that snow is slightly less. Than
It
the other
sounds
part.
like you had 1,000 scenarios
I
going
did.
through your
I was
mind.
like going, I'm like, people are like going, when you come back, can you do this? I go, I'm not committing to anything. Anything can happen.
But in terms of next year's show,
Mhm.
I have, well, not just me, but Austin and I have always been discussing just about daily things that we can, from behind the scenes, change and make better for next year. So hopefully there will be a few processes that go a lot smoother for everybody and not just him. But so next year we definitely plan on having tighter communication with not only ourselves but along with vendors, even though it is difficult for him because during the day he is at Vibranium Comics, like he lives there.
Well, no one will message me literally or call me at all while I'm sitting down doing stuff. Like, okay, do this as soon as I get in my car to run an errand or go home. That's when I get bombarded with messages every time. I'm like going, I can't do anything right now.
That's just
And I get yelled at by her. Stop texting and driving. I got the light right now.
Definitely. I'm like, get off your phone. Why are you even talking to me? Like I always tell him, like, dude, just tell me I'm driving right now, and I'll be like, you know what? Call me, text me when you're home, when you're on land that isn't
then
moving.
I read the text her that's causing the problem right there.
But anyway. But yeah, so this year seems to be going very smooth so far. We're anticipating hiccups because that should always be anticipated no matter what event you're doing, no matter whether you're hosting or you're vending. Always expect the unexpected, no matter what.
True.
But next year, being privy to some of the plans, it sounds like it's going to be better. And I cannot wait for everyone to see what he does next year. But first things first is get through this weekend. And I hope everybody sells out, even though that's like sounds like a death threat to some people because they're like, sell out. How am I going to get all my inventory in time? I'm like, all right, never mind. I hope you sell something.
If we sell out, we immediately could stock another 2 tables with no problem. So yes, please sell us out.
Yes. That is the hope. So hopefully we all have a killer show this year, and just next year we continue having a fantastic time. Hopefully maybe we can build a larger team, sir.
I have
But we'll
volunteers.
see. But so far so good. And yeah, hopefully this will not be the last time Austin has Brick City Comic Toy Show. There's no
I can tell you already, it's not
dumpster
gonna be
fire.
last time.
It won't be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I have all the faith in the world that it won't be. So, all right. So, July 1st,
July
it is from 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
And where is it again?
It is at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion on Jacksonville Road.
Auditorium. Those are 2 different places.
Yes, we will have. There's a pavilion in the auditorium. We'll be in the AC area. Do not worry about that. We will have signs up Saturday morning. I'll be putting them up at 5 o'clock in the morning, running around. So if you see anybody waving around signs, there'll be signs planted. Comic event this way, parking this way. So do not worry about all that. I will have that all ready. Then we will have a $5 entry for anyone who's coming, and then kids under, I believe, 12.
12 and under free. Parking is also free. And we do plan on having a designated food truck on the premises during the entire event. And I'm sorry?
Is it Alachua Eats?
Alachua Eats, yes, they are
Mhm.
going to be our food truck vendor. And if
Sweet.
anybody's interested to see their menu, we have promoted them quite a few times on our sorry, not the website, on the Facebook page. And I have linked their menu under their main post as well.
Cool.
And everything just looks really delicious, to be honest.
It looked when I was walking by when we were at the last event they were at. It smelled really good too. We didn't stop and eat there because we had plans to eat, and then we didn't eat.
Yeah, life.
Oh,
What
those
can
are
you
the
do?
worst. That just makes me sad.
Actually, I was
And-
really upset after you had said you couldn't because of something came up. Casey and I went to eat at some Spanish restaurant place.
Yeah, the
that was
taco
just-
place.
Oh, that was
Casey
the
was like,
worst place ever.
tacos. I'm like,
That was the worst tacos ever. They were like little
Oh.
baby tacos with like one
How do
shrimp,
you-
and I go, "What? What is
How do
this?"
you mess
I
up
paid
tacos?
14.
That's hard to do.
They weren't even tacos. Like I don't even know what they were.
They were sampler sizes.
They were sampler size at full charge.
Ugh.
They were running out of inventory.
They were overcharging for inventory.
Inflation, man. That's how
Oh,
it's
yeah.
working.
If you don't
But,
mind, can I list off a bunch of the different vendors we have?
Do it.
Wait.
Go for it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Before
I'm
you do,
sorry.
before you do, there are no physical tickets for the event. So I've actually been getting messages about how can I pre-order, how can I buy my tickets ahead of time. There are no physical tickets. There will be wristbands. So
Right.
don't worry, we have everything covered. Everything's gonna be fine.
You will
Just
see
show
me
up
at the
day
front
of.
door.
Yeah, just show up day
I
of
think-
and you will be set.
We will take cash and card. All that Apple Pay, everything will be easily be accessible for you guys.
So I will be at the front door as well, I believe, rocking out or towards the front.
Oh, we have to do outside the event just for obvious reasons.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that makes sense. So, but I will be toward the front as well, and we're going to be doing a couple different things. We're going to have so first we're just going to do we're going to raffle off a CGC book, and so every single person that comes in, all they have to do is subscribe to the podcast, and they'll get a raffle ticket, and then we will go live for free. We'll go live at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we'll raffle off the book, and they just have to come pick it up. And then we're
Nice.
also going to do, I'm going to put together a small amount of mystery bags, which are going to have focused on indie comics. And then they're also going to have a raffle ticket in them, and we're going to raffle off another CGC book as well. So all you have to do to walk in the door, all you have to do is subscribe to our podcast, and you automatically get entered in a raffle. And then we'll have a small amount of mystery bags that will be eligible for another raffle as well. And
What are these
Nice.
CGC books, and how do I subscribe?
So subscribe on the YouTube channel, and then the books. I think one of them is Stray Dogs issue 1. It's one of the variants, and then the other one I'm not sure yet. We'll see what I bring.
Okay.
Nice.
So, but yeah, so we got those. We're gonna have fun with that. But again, we'll have some indie. It'll be all the mystery bags will be like indie stuff. So it'll be indie books, indie stories, different things.
Indie Appreciation Day.
Yeah, well, that's it. Why not?
Request
So
for
we do-
dollar comics. If they sell, they'll be coming right over to check things out.
Yes. Yep.
All good. So we'll be doing that. So very cool. So it'll be a lot of fun. Good times. So awesome. All right. Now, did you want to list? Let's
Yes.
talk through. Who do we got? We got some
Okay,
cool ones.
so I've got a list right in front of me. We have a bunch of new vendors and some old ones coming back for the show. Florida Man Comics. I just met him recently. Great guy. He has a bunch of different Florida themed comics as well as Marvel and DC. We also have a brand new vendor known as Ageless Prints LLC. They have a large variety of different pictures, basically all these different pop art like themes. Great stuff going on there. They're brand new to the whole market. They think they just started their business this year. Then we have Alpha and Omega, always following us every year. We've been having the event. Basically, all your CGCs type stuff. They look it over and help you for prices, and also are also hunting for stuff. Then we have author Stephen Altier. I'm not familiar with all his work, but you are. You've been with him at several different events, right?
So I've worked a lot of different shows with him. Steve actually was originally going to be on this with us until I backed it up later, and he wasn't able to. But he's with Four Horsemen Publishing and does a lot of like horror and kind of mystery novels. Super cool guy.
Awesome.
Nice.
Gotcha. Then we have another local man known as Banana Hammock Comics. He has,
What a name.
yeah, that is. When he told me the name, I was like,
It
really?
I'm a little concerned now.
No, he's not. It threw me off entirely. It's just I know him. He's been a long time customer of mine, and he's like, yeah, that's the great. My son drew this thing. I go, Okay. But he has a great collection of different stuff from Marvel, DC to indie, all his great stuff that he's like picked up throughout the ages. Then we also have Black Hand Collectibles. Black Hand Collectibles, that is Tristan. He used to own a shop years beforehand, about 5-6 years ago in Ocala, and he's gets in and out of the comic collecting every once in a while, but he's gone back into it. He also does a bunch of MMA type stuff as well. Then we have Bud and Lewis Comics. Wait. Yes. I think so. Yeah, Bud and Lewis Comics. We also have Capital City Comics and Toys, who they just joined us, getting all mixed in there. Daryl's a really great guy. He actually like messaged me and he's like, "Hey, can you get me in?" And I was like, "Let me see what I can do for you, man." But he has a lot of different stuff.
Love Daryl. They're awesome.
Oh, yeah. Then we have Cliff Books. He has been to this event several different times. He's going to be in the same area he was last year, up against the wall in the back. He has a bunch of variety of different books, ranging from $1 to $5 books to even bigger books beyond that. We have Convention Comforts. I have seen them at so many different events. They make pillows, special pillows that turn into blankets as well.
And they are fantastic. I have one.
We have one, yeah. We definitely have one.
She and her son have been in so much stuff, and like every event, they're always so happy. It doesn't matter how the event's doing; they're always there, just pushing this stuff on there. Then we have Darla's Animal Art. She does art with adding cats and dogs and little things in the pictures and moving it all around. It's all very cute stuff, and it definitely will call out to a lot of different people. We also have Deck and Relics, another local boy. He has some comics, but mainly he has a lot of Funko Pops and Popsons and the like of toys and other selection of cards as well. Then we also have the queen herself, Emily's Marvels. Round of applause. She's already told you what she's doing. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then we have Faye's Tiny Toes and Bows. I don't remember exactly all she does, but she does a bunch of different earrings. Am I correct?
Yes. So this show, she hand makes everything that she has at her booth. She told me she has upwards of 1,000 different items. She has, for this show coming up, I believe it is keychains as well as earrings, and her setup is going to be wild.
Yeah. She was definitely going on. She's like, "Could I have this much space?" I go, "Oh, hold on, I don't know." Let me do the math real quick. Then we have Feed Your Imagination, as well as Half Gringo Comics. Half Gringo Comics has been back several times before, so he'll be right next to Tom and the like. Then we have Hardly Heroes, another comic book person who is going to be putting all their boxes out for everybody here, as well as Hippie Avenger Comics, Iconic Comics. They are all bringing all their collections for us to peruse through. Then we have a special artist. I'm going to butcher this name because I don't know how to pronounce things correctly. I know his name is Josh Bernhardt.
J. Bauer Art.
J. Bauer Art.
I believe is how it's enunciated.
Yeah, J. Bauer Art. Thank you. But he has been really pushing this event on several different posts, and he's got a lot of people behind him. So I can't wait to see everything he's going to have in person, because I love art, and I always try to like buy stuff here and there.
He actually creates not only paintings and such, but he also has prints. And one big thing that he's been really pushing lately are also tumblers. His tumblers themselves are a work of art. So he has different themes. He does horror, comic books, cartoons. He has this really dope bluey, not in a tumbler, but bluey piece that he did. I hope to see that face to face, because that looks awesome. If you guys are familiar with Bluey, there's an episode with the Unicorse.
Unicorse, yeah.
Yeah, Unicorse, and it's the part where Unicorse tells Bluey that he eats children.
Oh yeah, I love that part. That's funny. We're very fluent in Bluey.
Yeah, I figured as much with your daughter.
Yeah, we're very, very fluent with Bluey. New episodes come out July 12th.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I got nothing for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No problem, you're good. We also have John Neville's Comics and Collectibles. These guys are great. We have, he'll be right next to Tom and the like. We also have Mad Sunflowers. They have brand new. They have a lot of different stuff to show you guys. And a good friend of mine is running that booth. They have a mixture of assortment of stuff from comics to some little food items for you guys to try out. We also have Pop Bros, guys. He has a collection of Funko Pops, all the time. He is a private collector. He barely goes out to events, but he made sure to come out to mine. The last one he was at my mall show last year. Now we have Pop Culture Playground. You know that guy. You definitely know that guy. I don't have to describe. He is everything that I want to be in the future. So then we have, as the piece de resistance, the Quest for $1 comics, as they've already told you what they're going to be doing. They have all the great comics out there, all the great dives. So come and check them out. Round of applause again. Then we also have Rebels 3D printing. This guy has a bunch of different 3D printed mugs to dice trays to everything. I met him at several different local conventions, and he did my show several different times at the mall. And every time he asks me when I'm doing an event, he signs up immediately. So I gotta say, this guy is one of my favorites to deal with, and he's very simple.
I think at this show he also is 3D printing the cutest little dragons that I have ever seen.
He's actually making special bracelets for the guests and stuff like that. So
that's so cool.
They asked if that was okay. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I don't think they're gonna mind a free item.
Yeah, no, no one says no to free.
Yeah,
free's good.
Yeah. Then we also have Twisted Heroes, Unscripted Art, Windu Comics, and the last but not least, Wolf Lord Studios, followed by, well, of course, my store, Vibranium Comics, guys. But all these are great. Oh, who's that? Who did I forget?
Between Magic and Dreams.
Oh, that's right. Between Magic and Dreams. I forgot we didn't fully add them to the thing.
Don't worry. I know. My fault.
It was my fault. But Between Magic and Dreams. Did we get a list of what they exactly sold again?
I don't have that, but
Gotcha.
I am excited to see what they have.
It's Between Magic and Dreams is what they sell.
Sure.
I'm sure it is. I'm expecting nothing but glitter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in.
Glitter unicorns.
I don't need any more glitter. Like people like, oh, where'd you get this glitter? I go, I have no idea. Someone threw it at me.
That's too funny. Well, very cool. So, all right. So we got a great list of some vendors. We will be there as well, having a blast and just goofing around. Lots to be sold. It's going to be a great show. I'm really excited. I appreciate you putting it on and just putting in the effort that y'all have, because again, I'm just really excited for it, and I'm really excited to see everybody. So we initially set in and we were like, hey, we're going to keep this at 30 minutes, and we have not done that. So what's up?
I blamed Stephanie. She talks a lot.
I was gonna say, I'm like, when he sprung the podcast on me yesterday, I'm like, oh, I didn't. Really? Do you want me? And he's like, yeah, you're good at talking. And then my partner's like, she'll be there. She won't shut up.
No,
that's not how you initially reacted, by the way. She was like, no, I don't want to put a camera on.
I'm like, I don't want to be on it. I don't know what to do. Just kidding.
No.
You're a natural.
It has been great. But before we sign off, is there anybody, any last words, anything anybody wants to add? Whether it's come to the show, whether it's, just a quick pitch of your products, how do you want to sign it off?
Well, are exclusively on Instagram at the Quest for $1 Comics, as you see it on the screen. I have my own Instagram as well, which is the Quest for Legends, which is based off of that poster right there.
I am Geek Girl Bo 1975.
BOE 1975. So if you want to follow us individually and see what we're into, we post a lot of stuff out of our own collections and then a lot of other trash.
They're honest.
Hey, all good.
I mean, hey, at least you're honest. So I myself will sell a lot of clothing, mainly pop culture t-shirts for guys and girls. I will have a small selection of toys for kids. I will have different types of accessories, jewelry, and I will definitely have the ever so elusive Pokemon booster packs available as well.
What set?
The Halloween one that just came out this past year, the one with Gengar on the front.
Oh, that's right.
Which is perfect because we have Gengar coming to the show.
Ooh,
he's also several different people. He was also Cubone and that pig thing that I don't like.
Oh, Cubone's sad though. Cubone's just
Oh
sad.
God. Every time I
Yeah.
see, there's like this TikTok video that I stumble upon by accident where this
That's what happens to
guy
all
It
of
gave
tells
us.
the
his
origin of
dog a
Cubone.
really
Yeah, I've
sad
seen that one.
background with a
Yeah.
Cubone mask, and I'm just like, why am I crying?
I don't need those emotions in my life. I'm not prepared for that. I am not mature enough to deal with those things.
Just wait till your daughter turns 13 and she goes through her emo phase. You have to deal with that.
I refuse. I will not. She already is the bossiest thing in the world. So no, I no, absolutely refuse. I will say though, we were driving home the other day, and she's like, "Daddy, nobody told me you were a genius," and I'm like, "Well, I am," and she goes, "Well, no, you're not. They didn't tell me you were," and I'm like, "Hey, just like." Just
Kids are
trash me.
brutal.
Oh, he got smoked.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? Like, kid, I just picked you up from daycare and brought snacks. Like, what did I do to deserve that? So, yeah. So
Sorry.
yeah. That's what
I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, thank you for inviting me to come down on Saturday because I need it. So yeah, it's gonna be good. All right. So,
Yay.
Your day away.
oh, I'm gonna show up. Like I'm gonna roll in, and I'll get there early because, like, I want to take advantage of there being a line, and I want to talk to people, and again do the the subscription thing for the raffle. But I will also tell you this: I'm gonna like order a pizza. My wife hates pizza, so every time that I get like away, I'm like, we're eating pizza. So like,
I'll show up then. I'll show up when the pizza comes up.
At any point, like you're just like, hey, who ordered this pizza for delivery? The answer's Todd, and please point them my direction. So
That's hilarious.
So yes, so cool. So Austin, what are you going to be? You guys are going to have a small table. Obviously, you're going to be running around like crazy. But what are you guys are going to be selling? What do you want your final list to be?
So we have a mixture collection of comics that we set up there. It's already packed in the car to be dropped off when we set up eventually. And then I have a anime stuff as well because I have the same kind of setup at every booth, a little bit mixture of everything to hit the different varieties. So I will have all that set up at our booth. I won't probably be there 90% of the time, but you will definitely tell it is my booth by all the things I have put out there on the tables ready for you guys, from comics from $1 comics to $5 comics to our bigger keys to, well, random crap that I've just thrown on the table for you guys to dig through. So
like the Gatorade bottles.
No, it gave away all those Gator bottles last thing. And you know what? They were all thankful for those because it was hot that day. I was like, go to the water fountain, fill up. Here's this. So everyone was happy with my Gatorade bottles from the 90s. So,
there you go. Awesome. There you go. Well, yeah. So everybody, let's go to Brick City on Saturday. Make it a great event. It's going to be fantastic. If you only go see 4 vendors, go see these 4. But obviously check out.
Well, you'll see me either way. They can't.
They can't miss you no matter what.
So
unless someone calls me to go, my booth's on fire. I go, what did you do?
That's not.
Who knows, really?
I say it now so it doesn't happen later.
Yeah.
You got to knock on wood. Does anyone have wood next to them?
I think this bread frame's wood. We're good.
I love it. All right. Well, Nick, man, I hogged most of it. Is there anything you want to ask before we head up?
No,
all right.
We're good.
Well, hey, thank you all for joining us. Really appreciate it. Come check everybody out this Saturday at Brick City, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you all. Have a great one.
Be safe, guys.
Bye.